Welcome. You're here because you want to get informed quickly and really understand things.
That's the goal.
So today, we're getting into something pretty critical. It's this uh, growing issue of burnout among young people in India.
Yeah, it's definitely a topic that needs attention.
We're looking at a source here, Mind Matters India, which gives some really valuable viewpoints on the pressures, the societal stuff feeding into this.
Right.
And our mission, for this deep dive is to really try and grasp the key things driving this mental health challenge for India's youth.
And, what jumps out right away is this incredible ambition. It really defines so much of the youth experience there.
Ambition, how so?
Well, the chase for specific goals, getting into government jobs, the IITs, maybe launching a startup. It's more than just a job preference.
Okay.
It often gets tied up with like social mobility, what the family expects, all of that. It's intense.
Right. So externally, you've got this massive drive, these really visible ambitions.
Yeah.
But this Mind Matters India piece suggests there's a big disconnect with what's happening inside.
Exactly.
We're talking hidden struggles, like not sleeping, constant worry, that kind of thing, all happening alongside this relentless pursuit.
Yeah, precisely. And that kind of brings up social media, doesn't it?
How does that fit in?
Well, it often pushes this image of constant hustle, right? Always achieving, always moving forward. It creates this skewed view of reality.
Ah, I see. Like you only see the highlight reel.
Exactly. And what's missing usually is any mention of needing downtime. The
Mm.
simple need to just stop, to not be
Mhm.
productive 24/7.
It feels like everyone's expected to maintain this image of just striving all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and that's worrying, especially when you think about the cultural backdrop in India around mental health.
Yeah, that taboo is still quite strong.
There's this really ingrained idea, isn't there, to just be strong, push through whatever you're facing.
Right. Which makes it incredibly hard for young people to even admit they're struggling, let alone seek help.
So maybe we need to look at strength differently.
Absolutely. If we step back, true strength, real resilience, it isn't only about gritting your teeth and enduring.
Okay.
It's also about, being self-aware enough to know when you need support and having the courage to actually ask for it.
So taking a break isn't weakness.
Not at all. Prioritizing your well-being, taking that pause, that's actually an act of strength, a really important one.
And as the source points out, the well-being of these young people, it's not just a personal issue. It has real implications for India's future, right?
Directly, yeah. They're the ones building what comes next, so you can't really separate their mental health from the country's trajectory. It's all linked.
Which I guess underlines why we need to talk more openly about mental health.
Definitely. Things like therapy, seeking professional help,
Mm-hmm.
we need to normalize that.
Make it less of a big deal.
Exactly. Just creating spaces where people can talk about these pressures honestly without feeling judged. That can be incredibly powerful in itself.
Yeah, the source really hits on a fundamental point there. Sometimes just listening, really listening to somebody who's having a hard time, that can be the most helpful thing. Not jumping in to fix it, but just acknowledging what they're going through.
It sounds simple, but it can be profound, even life-saving, potentially.
So as we wrap this up, it kind of leaves you with a big question to think about, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of future are we actually building if the mental well-being of the generation shaping it isn't treated as a fundamental priority?
That's a heavy thought. Really makes you consider the importance of those smaller things.
The things we often overlook.
Yeah, like pausing, taking a breath, being a bit kinder to yourself. That self-compassion the source talks about, maybe that's the strongest foundation we can build.
Something for you to definitely mull over.